Hi, everybody. Welcome back for another episode of Round Robin, where we spin the wheel, chase the chaos, and see where the conversation lands. I'm your host, Tracy Preston, along with Christine Mulligan, Nina Mulligan, and of course, my husband, Todd Preston. Hey, everyone.
Hello, hello. Howdy, ho.
Hey, everybody.
So today we're going to start off our show with talking about some serious weather. We just had a pretty nasty tornado.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was crazy. Now, I know you guys down there are used to hurricanes and their ratings, category 1 through 5, I think. I don't think they go any higher than 5, right? Or did they up the scale?
I don't know. I think it's 5.
Yeah, and I've been through a 5. It's horrible. In fact, someone I just worked with the other day, she saw a tornado right outside her house, which was one of the 5.
Yeah.
That spun off of this supercell.
It's crazy. And I should add, this is a very odd time of year to be having tornadoes. Typically, we get tornado season is during the summertime. So this is very strange. Caught a lot of people off guard for sure.
Well, I think it's been like 100 years since we had a tornado like this.
Yeah.
So, we are going through that weather change where it's really cold and then all of a sudden it's like 60 degrees and then really cold again. So that's the perfect environment for a tornado.
Yeah.
And I think this happened Friday. There were all these tornado warnings and this and that, major thunderstorm warnings. I'm off to pick the girls up from volleyball. And it wasn't bad. It was just a little bit of rain, this and that. But I parked in the parking lot, parked in between 2 cars. And I've got friends calling me because they knew I was out to pick up the girls. And they're like, be careful, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's all right. It's all right. Well, all of a sudden it wasn't all right.
Yeah. You sent me a video of your windshield.
Yeah.
When it was raining and it was like she was underwater.
Yeah. And then it was like, tink, 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 tink.
Yep. All
the hail. And I just thought, oh man, I'm driving an electric car. Maybe I should shut it off. Because I heard that other areas had golf ball sized hail.
Yeah.
So I was like, brand new car, figures.
Yeah.
So anyway, while I'm sitting there between 2 cars, my car's getting pushed around. So needless to say, my adrenaline was pumping. I was a little nervous. So a tornado is on a scale called the Enhanced Fujita Tornado Scale. So EF0, kind of weak, 65 to 85 miles an hour, and that might equate to category 1.
Yeah.
I think that's right. Does that sound about right, ladies?
About 60 miles an hour, yeah.
I think so.
For category 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like a tropical storm warning is generally, with gusts of 35. So, yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, so in a storm like that, a tornado, broken branches, shingles are ripped off your roof, some fence damage, minor roof damage, but then it gets worse from there. So then we have an EF1, speeds of up to 86 to 110 miles an hour. EF2, considerable damage with 111 to 135 miles an hour. A 3 is 136 to 165. A 4 is 166 to 200. And then a 5 is over 200 miles an hour. Serious damage. So last week, Friday, we had an EF3 go through Union City. And it was one of those really big fat ones like you see on storm chasers.
Yeah. There was a local woman that got great video of this tornado, and it first started out very thin, very skinny, and just within seconds you could see it deepen and widen, and the debris was just amazing. The way it was just throwing around in the sky, you could see it. Great video she had, and
she's got balls of steel.
Yeah, my heart sunk. I was like, bitch, get inside,
get in the basement.
Jeez.
Is that the video where the woman was across the lake?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. She just kept saying, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Yes, that's the one. So you guys saw it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that went viral.
Yeah, and it was sucking ice up off the lake.
Yeah.
And everything, and it's like, and it's so true. You watch it and you're just like, there is no predictability. Your house could be fine, but the next 2 houses next to you are completely leveled.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of these houses were, absolutely leveled. So that storm was estimated at 160 miles an hour. 3 people were killed and at least a dozen were injured. And many, many homes were absolutely flattened in Union Lake. And that storm was part of a larger system, as I mentioned, also produced other tornadoes in 3 Rivers, Edwardsburg, and meteorologists say that is the strongest tornado that has hit Michigan in nearly 50 years. I think I said 100.
Yeah.
The width of this storm was 500 yards. That's 5 football fields.
5 football fields, yeah.
5 football fields wide.
Yeah. I showed you that aerial picture of the damage.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just this big, long alleyway just cut through the woods, houses, everything just leveled flat.
That's insane. So there were 3 fatalities and 1 additional death in Cass County from another tornado off of this big supercell. One Union City resident said that the tornado sounded like a freight train.
Mm-hmm.
That's how everybody describes it.
Yeah, and I've heard that.
What everybody says. Everyone that's lived through a tornado says it sounds like a freight train going right next to you.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, I've been skydiving a couple times, and I will tell you, dropping at a high rate of speed, it sounds like a train in both of your ears.
Yeah.
It's super loud. And when this particular resident said that they looked up, they were watching sheets of metal roofing spinning through the air like giant playing cards. And family photos and other homes were literally falling out of the sky into people's yards.
Yeah. There was one picture that a resident had taken of his yard, and his boat was like fused into a tree. It was just smashed right into a tree, just hanging in the air. A boat.
I wonder if they're going to cut it out.
I don't know.
Could be a great treehouse.
Yeah, the way it actually landed in the tree,
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's right side up, so they could just throw a ladder to it, I guess.
There you go. Put up a sail.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fun. So our hearts are absolutely with these people. I couldn't imagine having absolutely nothing left.
Yeah. You know, it really is amazing that more people weren't injured or killed, thank goodness. But the damage that this storm had created, and to see the pictures and the videos, it's lucky that so many did survive, because it's just devastating.
Yeah, you wonder. And I mean, the biggest difference, both tornadoes and hurricanes are absolutely devastating. I guess the biggest difference is preparation. You know when a hurricane's coming.
Yeah.
Everybody's watching TV, waiting for it to come. You get all your laundry done and all that. A tornado is, you don't have much time.
Yeah. And one of the sad things is not everybody in Michigan has shelter.
At least in the majority of us have basements.
Right. Well, I would think a lot of the people around the lake maybe didn't have basements either.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So it's absolutely bonkers. Anyway, we just felt like we needed to talk about that for a second. Now, if you guys had to hurry up and get your shit together and get out of the house, what 3 things would you make sure you grabbed?
Anything that breathes, and I don't know. I would only be worried about the living things.
Yeah, me too.
Nothing else would matter. Nothing else matters.
Yeah.
Animals and kids.
Yeah. Wife, kids, dogs.
Yep.
Let's go.
Get the humans. And where would you go? Where do you go?
Well, in Florida, we are taught about tornadoes because they are very prevalent, especially during hurricane season. And you're supposed to get in the bathtub, or you're supposed to get into the innermost room where there's interior walls, like a closet. We're also taught about quicksand. That was a huge thing when I was growing up. How to keep yourself alive in quicksand. Yeah. And how to get away from alligators. So yeah, we learn a lot of different things down here. Because basically Florida is like the cesspool of all places when it comes to natural disasters and killer wildlife.
All right, so a couple of things I need to know is, how do you survive in quicksand?
You stay calm and you don't move. And you increase surface area as much as possible. Yeah. And scream your heart out and hope somebody hears you. because if they don't, you're going to end up like the horse on the Never-Ending Story.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you had to bring that up?
She had to.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's every time I think about my learning in quicksand, I'm like, why? Why didn't you fight? Damn
Right,
it.
right. Now, how do you increase your surface area? Do you try to walk your legs up or just get your arms out straight?
You try to flatten out anything you can, whatever's above the sands. And ironically enough, and this is just a theory, an opinion I have, I think that kids in the 80s were taught so much about quicksand, 80s and 90s in Florida, is because they had little comprehension of sinkholes back then. Now they don't teach kids how to survive in quicksand as much because they just think of everything as sinkholes. And basically sinkholes, the only way to fight that is stay as far away as possible. That's it. That's your only hope.
Right. And then what about alligators? How do you fight off an alligator? I hate them.
They usually teach you to run zigzag.
Yeah, you have to run it in zigzag.
That's right.
Kind of ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. They're not agile like that. So if you run in a zigzag pattern, they can only go straight about 30 miles an hour for a very short period of time.
Right.
So you do have the availability of getting away. They don't generally like to venture very far away from the shore anyway. They do most of their killing in the water because it's more advantageous for them for the rolling. You know what I'm saying? Not that they won't on land, but if you have one in your backyard, I mean, you know, chances are he's not there to come and eat you, and you should probably just call somebody instead of trying to do it yourself, you know? But like, generally speaking, I don't understand why anybody is afraid of alligators. They literally want nothing to do with you unless you're in their space. And I wouldn't blame them, because if you were, then you deserve to get eaten. I don't know what to tell you.
Says the Floridian.
Right.
I'm just telling you. I don't know what it is about Floridians. There's like some, I don't know. It's
Because they don't bother you.
Hey, listen. Shush.
The only people that get eaten by alligator are idiot people from other states because they get too close to the nest, or they get too close to it because they want to be cool and see what it's like to hang out with alligators, and then they cry when they get eaten.
Shush.
That's dumb.
Go, just shush for a second. Like, listen. Okay. There's some kind, and as a transplant, you know, a New Yorker that has lived in Florida for a very long time now, it's almost 50-50. Not yet. A couple more years, it'll be 50-50. 50% of my life in New York, 50% of my life in Florida. And I primarily raised my kids all in Florida. So I have a purview of what they were taught and how everything is for them. Everyone that I meet that is a native Floridian or someone that was raised in Florida, they seem to know about this treaty that was signed somewhere in the history that some, as I see it, some redneck cracker signed a treaty with the king of the alligators that says alligators cannot eat you in the daylight. So you can be a free-wilding redneck and go swinging off ropes into creeks of your liking anywhere you want in the state of Florida during the day. As soon as nighttime falls, you can't do that because the alligators are allowed to eat you then. I don't understand this treaty. I have yet to find out who said signatories of this treaty are yet, but there is a treaty, and native Floridians know about this. So they claim alligators will never bite you if you're swimming in bodies of water
Never bite you
in the daylight.
I said it's highly improbable if you're out in the middle of a lake in the middle of a day that an alligator would come and hurt you.
Okay, and as a New Yorker,
Because they are nocturnal animals. They sleep during the day. They're not hanging out in the middle. They're hanging out by the banks.
I say shush.
And also, I do want to tell the listeners, don't try to climb up a tree because alligators can get there too. Okay? That's one thing they do teach you. Don't bother trying to climb up a tree. The alligator will use its tail to stand about 30 feet tall up into that tree and they'll get you. Yeah, they're big alligators. They use their whole tail and they can shimmy up the tree.
So they signed the treaty and they're magical. See what I'm saying?
I'm just
That's all
telling
I'm
you.
saying.
Well, they have big claws, and I did know that tail is extremely powerful.
It is. They use it as a balance, and then they claw their way up as much as they can. And sometimes
And turn into
some
a
alligators reach up to 30 feet into a tree.
Okay.
30 feet is not that much.
Okay. Sure. They're 30 feet long. Okay, shush. Let's go back to hurricanes and tornadoes.
Well, I'm going back to Gatorland. I'm going to Gatorland. So I did that forever ago. You know, and they put those chickens out on the rope and they like push the chickens out there. And that's when I learned about how high they can lunge out of the water due to their tail.
Yeah, they do have a big jump span.
Yeah. So that's it.
And I have seen them actually climb a chain link fence, which is crazy to see.
Yeah, so you better be like Jack and that beanstalk. You better be climbing up there quick, okay?
You better be a
Just
champion
stand around
climber.
and fight.
Fight the gator.
Get in between the teeth. You can win. All you gotta do is get on his back, close its mouth shut. Guess what? It's got no muscle to be able to open up its jaw against pressure.
All it takes is 2 fingers.
Getting on top of them first.
Yeah, you can do it.
I'm not doing
God.
it.
No, he could not, and he will not.
I'm gonna try
As
it.
a person to fight people in the daytime in the middle of a freaking lake.
They can.
Okay, well,
The fact that you think they can.
It's not that they can't. Nobody's disputing that.
listen, if they're hungry and there's fresh meat, they're going to bite it. Day or
Sounds
night. Do you guys, now you guys were probably in Florida. Now, let's see, I lived there at the end of 80s and through the 90s. And there was a place we used to go canoeing on Peace River all the time. And there was Trapper Nelson's, I think it was called Trapper Nelson. So this trapper used to live out off the river. And so you can stop there, and there's little boat docks for your canoes and stuff like that. And then there's all the cabins and whatnot. And there was a family where they were getting out of their canoe, and their little boy, I want to say he was like 7 years old, an alligator bounced up out of the water and grabbed this little boy by his head. And his dad was holding onto this kid's legs. And guess who lost, right? Because
That's right.
do you remember hearing about that?
No, I wasn't here in the 90s.
Oh my God, it was awful. And that was during the daytime. I don't believe it. If they're hungry, they're going to get you.
So the treaty is
Where was
off.
that again?
The treaty is off.
They were in the river.
They were getting out at Trapper Nelson. So it's a
They're
like a,
getting out on the bank of a river, not in the middle of a lake or a river. But
They
getting
were-
out.
Guys,
I
it's
just
dumb
told
rules.
you that.
It's just dumb rules.
They
It's just,
stay on the bank during the day. They're not in the middle of the river.
just let it go.
Oh my God.
Let it go.
let it go.
Yeah, Floridians get really upset about it. I'm telling you, it's a thing.
It
Native
is.
Floridian, and that's just me. I mean, I know.
Alligator a bad rap.
Oh
That's
my
not a bad rap.
Yeah, where's the
Doesn't
book?
mean he wants to eat you. Oh my God. There's no desire.
Floridians are crazy. That's all I gotta say.
Look what I stepped into.
We respect nature.
I love it when you guys get feisty. It's one of my favorite things. I like to just sit back and listen to it.
That's just the way we talk to each other, I think.
It is. I love it. It's very challenging. You better be ready.
It's a lot. It's too much for most.
Hey, she
Way too
wanted
much
somebody
for
with her own opinion. And she got one.
She got it.
I say, be careful what you wish for. You ask the question.
What I wish for?
What you wish for.
What I wish for?
I'm sorry. I already have wine on board. Already.
Awesome.
Do you know about the discovery in the Korean people, or I want to say Japanese scientists or something? They can grow teeth. They can grow human teeth back. They just invented it. It's like drops that you can put on your gums or something. You ingest it somehow, and then it reactivates because the seed, your tooth seed, you know, that little squiggly thing that's kind of in the middle of your tooth, you know, that runs there.
The root.
That nerve or whatever lays dormant. Like once you have your adult teeth, if you lose one, you know, there's no more after that. Well, apparently they have discovered a way to reinvigorate that, and you can just grow back your teeth.
Because supposedly those nerve endings hold the stem cells for teeth growth.
Yeah.
But my question is, what about if I put the drops in my eye? Will I grow a tooth in my eye?
No, because you don't have those nerve receptors in your eyeball. It's because it's a specific thing that they've spliced
You know
out.
what kind of crazy chimera stuff I got going on?
Oh, come on now.
I'm
Why are
just
you
saying.
gonna have teeth in your eyeballs? It doesn't even make evolutionary sense.
Well, what
You don't
about
know
if
I'm a chimera. until you know I'm a chimera. You don't know.
She doesn't know. Well, what about if you grew teeth along your eyelids? Then every time you opened up and closed, every time you blink, you could chew something.
Oh my goodness. I'm picking a whole bunch of places I want to grow teeth now.
Do you want to give her more wine? That's what I'm going to ask you right now. Is more wine on the menu for tonight?
Probably not. I did work a little bit late today, so she's probably got a one too many on board already.
I just finished the first. It was only the first one.
It was only the first bottle, Christine.
Probably does mean bottle. She didn't specify glass.
So it's sitting right in front of you. This isn't a whole bottle. This is just a glass.
Sounds like the whole bottle.
Sounds like it. I am not a good witness today. I was busy working.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, you don't need to be counting my bottles.
I'm going to start hiding my bottles. All right, well, I don't really feel like talking about the other stuff. It doesn't seem like it meshes well, so we can just keep it short.
Well, I really don't have much going on in my life. It's been a little bit too much work and not enough play lately.
Yeah, I feel
It's ridiculous. And I feel like, I don't feel like I'm alone in that. I feel like everyone that I've spoken to lately feels like everything is just too much lately.
Yeah.
Every line of work, every occupation that you could think of. I have friends from all walks of life. And I feel like all of my friends feel a little inundated no matter what's going on. It's some kind of phenomenon happening.
Yeah, I agree with you. It must be the shift and change in the weather because I'm usually pretty even keel. But I was just telling Todd before we started recording, I'm feeling kind of overwhelmed.
It's Mercury retrograde.
Oh, geez.
That's why. And we just moved into the fire horse season. And also, we just moved into the age of Aquarius with a freaking lunar eclipse, full lunar eclipse at 3:33 in the morning. So there's a lot of energy that's going on right now. And people are feeling very chaotic because we are resonating at a frequency that is between vibrations right now. So every time you feel like a surge is happening, you'll feel very tired, or your communication won't be clear, you'll have a foggy brain, you may feel like you have, flu-like symptoms, these sorts of things.
Well, I agree with all of that.
It's very common for this particular time right now.
Well, isn't this, what do they call, isn't this the year that they call, is it the firehouse? Wait.
Fire horse.
So it is the year of the fire horse. What exactly does that mean? Because I'm seeing it pop up everywhere.
It's change and transformation. It runs alongside the age of Aquarius.
It's the Chinese
New Year.
Yeah. Every year in Chinese astrology is a different, it's like their horoscopes. So the horse is one of their animals for their zodiac animals. But every year, with every change and whatever, I'm not the best to explain that all to you. I'm just giving you the gist. This year, 2026, for the Chinese year, is the horse, but it's also the elements of fire. So it's the fire horse collectively. So with that comes massive, fast change.
The Four Horsemen apocalypse. It's the changing of the guards. So the fire horse is ushering in a new timeline. So it's burning down the old methods to make way for the new method, which lines up with the age of Aquarius, which is the rebirth and the birthing of knowledge in new ways. So
basically lately, I'm just figuring maybe we're all just feeling busy. So we just stay in our own little worlds as the world changes to hopefully a more peaceful, collective, unified humanity. That's what I'm hoping for.
I'm hoping for it too, because we could use the change. I'm ready for a changing of the guard. All around. Yeah. All right, well, everybody, that's all I've got for you today. So why don't we get into our round robin recommendations? The shows, movies, and curiosities we think is worth your time this week. So I'm just going to go over our rating system real quick, and then we're going to get into our recommendations. So 1 spin means watch it only if you're bored. 2 spins is background noise. 3 is a solid watch. 4 spins means we highly recommend. And 5 spins means drop everything and spin it immediately. So what do you guys got?
All right. So it's called, oh my God, Bluff. The Bluff. It's called The Bluff. I believe it's on Netflix. Oh, geez, I don't remember where it was.
on Amazon.
Okay. It's called The Bluff. I believe it's on Amazon Prime. And it's basically a pirate movie, but not on water. So if you like the, action-packed fight scenes, you're going to love this movie. It's going to be a 4 out of 5 for you if you like the fight scenes. If the fight scenes are not really your thing and you think they're overextended and a little bit, more movie magic kind of shock value, then it's a solid watch. We'll put it out of 3 because I like them, but like too much is too much for me. But I like pirate movies, who can't get enough of what's his face?
Johnny Depp
as the pirate. Captain Blackbeard.
No. What was his name?
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Okay, so who can't get enough of Captain Jack Sparrow and all that whole line of movies that they were in? I like that kind of stuff. So this movie I liked even more, of course, because it was really kind of focused on Bloody Bloody Mary, which was the most infamous female pirate of all time.
Oh.
I say that as a novice, not as...
I had never heard of this Bloody Mary as a pirate. I've heard of Bloody Mary as in the girl who came in to the monarchy and then killed everybody who wasn't going to be a Catholic, like in retribution for her mother's death, at the hands of her father. But I've never heard of the pirate thing. And when we saw the preview, I was like, ugh, I don't want to do like 2 hours of stupid fighting where it's like literally nobody could survive this shit without dying first. It's just stupid and comical to me. I was like, forget it. I can't find anything else. Let's just watch it anyway. And I ended up loving it because she is a girl pirate and she freaking kicks ass like nobody's business, and she does it in the name of her children and her family, which is also, Yeah,
it was cool beans. I liked it. I give it a solid 3 for those that don't like, the cinemagical fighting scenes. But if you like those, it's a solid 4.
That sounds like something we should probably watch.
Yeah, sounds good.
I think you guys would like it.
Yeah, we like pirates. Well, hon, do you want to talk about our movie?
Yeah, we watched The Gorge streaming, and I really liked this movie, and I had no idea what we were even getting into. Tracy had found it just searching. This movie has a perfect blend of romance, espionage, drama, horror-like themes, fantasy. I mean, it's all wrapped up into one. Very limited cast. I would say, 6 people, maybe at the most?
Correct.
6 actors, but it's basically, I don't want to give too much away.
It's a science fiction thriller.
Yeah.
And it's streaming on Apple TV, or you can also get it on Amazon Prime, which is where I think we watched it.
Yeah.
So here's the gist. The story follows 2 elite snipers who are assigned to guard opposite sides of a mysterious and highly classified gorge. They're sanctioned in watchtowers across from one another, and they're ordered to stay there for an entire year. No phones, no watches, no electronics, nothing. Complete solitude.
No contact with the outside world.
None whatsoever. The exact location of this gorge is actually kind of kept classified in the movie.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah, it's remote. It's heavily guarded. It's a containment zone somewhere in the world that only a handful of people even know exist. But the catch is they are not told what's actually inside the gorge.
Yeah, they have no idea what they're watching, keeping an eye out for, protecting. They have no idea. They have absolutely no idea.
And they have all these weapons.
Yeah.
And the gorge is full of fog.
Yeah.
At all times.
It's deep.
It's deep, and then whatever is down there starts coming up. You got to shoot it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy. So it's really, it's a blend of genres. You have part action, part mystery, part romance, as Todd said. And the tension builds as the secret of the gorge slowly unfolds. And it was good.
It was very good.
And one of the reasons I went for the movie, because I was like, reading the description, I'm like, I don't know. I like Miles Teller. That's the actor. He plays Levi Keane, which is a former U.S. Marine sniper. He's hired by a private contractor, which is Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver, who's cool.
Yeah. Now, Miles Teller was in Top Gun, Maverick, Whiplash, The Spectacular Now, Fantastic Four, and Divergent. So I saw 3 out of those 5.
Yeah.
And then Anna Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, she's pretty
kind
cool.
of like the It Girl.
Yeah, she is. I mean, she's
kinda
on a
the It
roll.
Girl.
She's on a roll.
Yeah. Her character's name is Drasa, and she is a Lithuanian sniper. She's the one who's on the opposite side of the gorge.
Yeah, she's in the other tower.
That's right. And she was in movies like The Menu, Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, which you remember, The Witch, The Queen's Gambit, and Split. I really liked her in that.
Yeah. You know what? And I forgot about her being in the movie Split because it was actually a while ago that movie came out. And then I saw a clip of it and I was like, well, that's where she started, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And in this movie, she is wickedly skinny.
Yeah.
Too skinny for me. But anyway, it's a really good movie, and they weren't even supposed to communicate with one another.
Yeah.
But after several months, she's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
It's my birthday.
So they start out just, writing notes to each other and reading them through their binoculars.
Right.
So they got to know each other.
Yeah.
Long distance.
It's a horror love story.
Yeah.
It's good. And it's going to surprise you what's down there.
Yeah.
So we definitely recommend it. What would you put it at, hon?
I would put it at a solid 4, honestly, because it had so many elements that I think most people would find at least 2 to 3 elements out of this movie that they would really enjoy because it kind of encompassed all of it.
Agreed. 4 spins it is.
Yep.
We highly recommend it. All right, well, that's our show for today, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Please keep our fellow Michiganders in your hearts while they're going through some terrible loss. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. As always, we appreciate you. Please like, follow, share, subscribe, comment. Do all the things. We need you to do all the things,
We need
please.
you to do all the things.
Please, let's grow. 2026 is our year. I keep saying it.
You know what? I believe you.
Putting it out there. All right. Well, thanks, everyone. Have a great week. We will see you all on Friday for F-Bomb. Have a great week, everyone.
Bye. Bye, y'all.
Adios.
Adios, amigos.